Hello and welcome back to game 2 of this best of 3 series between Cash and his opponent Infi. This is going to be an orc versus human matchup here on Turtle Rock. This is going to be a cross spawn. Cash going to be on the 4 o'clock position while Infi will be on the 10 o'clock position, I guess. So Cash not actually able to do very well with this Blademaster. Blademaster was running around the entire map, not being able to either creep steal or harass the main base of Infi. That is per se because Infi did wall off his base. Now here on Turtle Rock, that might actually be a different story, as the wall requires many more buildings to block off big units such as the Blademaster. Pretty much the same opening for both players. Also storms just being completed, and looks like Blademaster will once again return, as well as the Archmage. Barracks will almost be completed. Second farm halfway completed. And you know what's surprising is that orc players generally don't get their second burrow immediately after their first. That is usually because orc burrows provide 10 food, while farms provide I believe 8 doesn't really make sense. I believe it was 6 or 7. That probably might not actually work. I actually have no idea how much town halls provide. Probably 12 and the rest are just 6. But I'm pretty sure farms provided 8. For some reason I was thinking wrong. Second burrow will be placed down. Blademaster will come out. No Voodoo Lounge just quite yet, as Turtle Rock is actually a very big map. And yeah, just gonna go for a standard creeping. No, it looks like the Blademaster will actually try and attempt a creep steal or something like that. Cash not going to level tier 2 just quite yet. Infi just started his tier 2, and looks like which item did the Archmage pick up? Slippers of Agility. Honestly, it doesn't give move speed. It doesn't help that Archmage at all. Might as well just sell it for about some gold. Footman is waiting for that Archmage. However, he's just running around as well. Militia is continuing to creep, and that's going to provide some experience to that Archmage. Archmage will reach level 2 after that creep camp will be cleared out. And Grunt's finally in the field. However, that Archmage is finally level 2 and with Brilliant Sword level 1. Militia was able to take out that green creep camp by themselves without any support. Voodoo Lounge half completed. Grunts continually being popped out, and Stronghold is about a quarter done. 3 footmen versus 3 grunts, 2 grunts. Usually not a good fight against the orc player. Circle of Nobility has been purchased by that Blademaster here at this orc magi camp. Strangely enough, these orc magi, ogre magi, forgive me, contain Rune of the Watcher, which is a special item which drops a permanent invisible sentry ward for the owner of the one that activated that rune. Basically a permanent zone, like a watchtower, I guess. Archmage still running around, does have Mantle of Intelligence +3, Boots of Speed, Dust Appearance, and Staff of Teleportation. Obviously that was a drastic change from those Slippers of Agility. Keep is almost completed. We will most definitely see the double Arcane Sanctum coming in from Infi once again. Cash, however, is getting the Bestiary Spirit Lodge much more faster. Staff of Teleportation, I don't know where that Archmage was. He is going to steal the green creep camp from his opponent, and Cash once again is just walking around. He will take down this Ogre Warrior. I assume, and Cash assumes as well, that the item is dropped down there, and we will have that Beastmaster make another appearance in this series. No item has been dropped, probably just some experience, or probably a misplay by Cash. Cash will catch these footmen in transit. However, this Archmage backs up these units, and Cash is actually looking at quite a predicament, as it's probably this reenactment of Game 1. Gonzo Strength has been picked up by the Beastmaster, and very nice item for himself, as he is indeed a strength hero. Hashing has been stolen by Cash. However, Blademaster is very low on his experience compared to that Beastmaster, which actually over exceeds. Shogun ability has been used. Windwalk has been used. However, Dust Appearance has been used to counteract that, and it looks like Cash is looking very troublesome, as he is getting his Shadow Hunter. I'm not sure if this is a very good time to bring out another level 1 hero, and looks like Spirit Lodge has been cancelled. Bestiary almost completed. However, I'm not sure if he can support the funds for Raiders, and looks like Desert Appearance has been used on that Blademaster once again. He does have a healing potion. However, after that healing potion is down, he practically has no way of healing except for that healing wave from that Shadow Hunter. But I think he trained up Hex instead, and weighing out the pros and cons of Hex, I'm sure you can probably CC a unit besides those summoned units away for about 3 seconds, and it looks like Blademaster will actually get some experience for once. That is, these Quill Beasts do not run out of time. One Quill Beast has, and I believe the Blademaster probably thinks it's not worth it. However, these Quill Beasts don't think the same. Wow, cancelling out those healing salves. Cash is probably annoyed right now. Pre-Sorceress has made their way into the battlefield. Mass Sorceress, even though it's probably mostly questioned, Slow is actually a very useful spell, not only decreasing the speed of their movement, but also their attack speed, which greatly helps, seeing as orc units usually attack very slow. Troll Warlord will be taken down, and possibly a very nice item will be picked up by that Blademaster. Boosted Coil for Loss, 6 agility, and Blademaster is indeed an agility hero. However, I'm not sure if he's going to keep that, as he probably needs another healing consumable, as 3 additional ivory towers will be placed down. Once again, this is indeed a reenactment of Game 1, and looks like Cash not going to occupy that Orc Bro with any peasant peons, and not going to fight back at all. There we go with those occupations, and looks like these Quill Beasts just slowing down the Orc army. I don't think Cash has the army size to probably deny this tower push, and it looks like the barracks will take some damage. However, very nice ensnare on that Archmage, hexing that Archmage and enabling for a surround. Hex won't be used once again, and Scroll Town Portal has been used on that Archmage. Beastmaster just out of the radius of that Scroll Town Portal. Potion of Healing has been purchased and will be used. Guard towers, 1 will be taken down. Staff of Teleportation on the other. And the middle tower, just by the skin of their teeth, is being mass repaired by those peons. Fortified or heavy armor. However, that was not enough. Archmage once again surrounded, however was able to manage to get out of dodge. Spirit Link is in play. However, this guard tower has finally been completed, and looks like this Blademaster will be focused down. Windwalk doesn't have the mana for it. GG coming in from Cash once again, and Infi takes the series 2-0. That is your, I guess, weekly dose of Warcraft. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.